Hi everyone, happy Monday. Jackie Broman here for Join Jackie on Mondays. Sorry I'm about half an hour late today. I do try and pop in at 10 o'clock every Monday. So if you do want to catch me live, that's when I'm here. The topic gets shared the previous day on the Sunday. If there's anything you want me to speak about, by all means, contact me, direct message through Facebook, or there is a link on this Facebook page to our website, and on the website there are all our emails available on the Meet the Team page. So today I wanted to talk about important roles in wills. So if you're thinking about your will, thinking about doing one, thinking about amending one, the main three important roles that I want you to think about are executors, trustees, and guardians. So not every one of them is relevant for everyone. One of the main reasons that I want younger people to do their wills, particularly if they've got a young family, is for the appointment of a guardian. So good morning those watching live, hi. So one of the vital things in your will, if you have a younger family, and I quite often hear a lot from younger people, is, I don't own much, so what's the point in doing a will? But if you've got kids, then that's the point of doing the will, because you actually say who the guardian is going to be, so you get a choice. You should also think about an alternate guardian, just in case your first guardian is unable to do it. And in the last couple of weeks, I also did a video here on Join Jackie about appointing guardians for your children. So you can go back and watch that if you want some tips about picking the right people. So guardians are really important in your will. If you are a grandparent, for example, and you know your kids haven't done their will, they haven't appointed guardians for their kids. So maybe get onto them about that as well. Very important. It's one of the main reasons I specialised in this area, because early on in my career I came across a case where a young couple had died in a hit and run accident, and their young children were being fought over by their respective grandparents. And that fight lasted for a couple of years, fighting over who was going to care for the children and who was looking after their money. So not a nice scenario for those kids. So you can remove that situation by making it nice and clear in your will by appointing a guardian. The other two roles, so the three: executors, trustees, and guardians. So executors are in every will. And it's important to think about your executor, because your executor is the one who does the job of making sure that everything in your estate is looked after and goes in accordance with your will. So you're going to want someone who knows a bit about your life, is fairly strong administratively, can control and make sure that everyone is happy, they can communicate quite well, so that beneficiaries know what's going on, so those sorts of things an executor has to do. So an executor's role could be a fairly short-ish sort of role. If the administration of the estate only takes 6 to 12 months, the executor then finishes that role and the estate is fully administered and finished. However, your executors become your trustees if it's a longer running administration. So if you again have young children and you leave your inheritance to them, they can't get it until they're at least 18, if not older. So your executors then become the trustees of your children's inheritance, and they look after those funds until your kids are old enough. So it just makes it even more important to think about who your executors are, because they end up becoming trustees as well. You can potentially appoint additional trustees if there are certain scenarios that happen, but it's usually the executors that just transition into a trustee period. So they administer the estate, and then they hold the funds, invest them until the children are old enough to be able to take those funds themselves. So there's your 3 roles that you really need to be thinking about. A lot of people come in to do their will and they've really only thought about beneficiaries. They haven't necessarily thought about these 3 roles, but these are the most important roles. The beneficiaries in some way should work themselves out because you have certain obligations to family members, but it is more important to think about who looks after the kids if you have them, who looks after the administration of the estate and make sure my will is followed through, and if there are trusts, who ends up running those trusts until the beneficiaries can take their own inheritance. So those are the 3. So I hope that's helpful, just planting a little bit of a seed there for you to start thinking about those important roles. If you need any more information, please reach out. There are a number of downloads that I have available that I can flick you for more information about an executor's role or the administration of an estate. And yes, the video about appointing guardians is available there as well. And there's a couple of blogs on the website as well with more detail about mistakes that parents have made in appointing guardians, so how to avoid those mistakes. So there you are. Again, happy Monday. This video, while live at the moment, will be saved onto the page. So you can go back, and if it's of interest to someone you know, please tag their name in the comments so that they'll see it. Or if it's something more private, you can share it with them via Messenger. And as I said earlier, if there's another topic you'd like me to cover, by all means, please let me know, reach out, and I will do that for you. Otherwise, I hope you have a really great week, and I'll catch you again next Monday for Join Jackie at 10. See you then.